On today's live daily news, a crash that totaled a car near downtown, a murder suspect has been booked into the Tom Green County Jail, plus we'll take a look at the weather. Then, LaQuita Shelburne with the Concho Valley Republican women return to talk politics. All this and more. I'm Matt Trammell, and this is Live. But before we get to the news, hey small business owners and entrepreneurs, the Governor's Small Business Summit is coming to San Angelo on October 19th. This event brings together resource providers and subject matter experts to provide key insights on critical business topics. Connect with the resources needed to start, strengthen, and grow your business at the Governor's Small Business Summit. San Angelo, register now at gov.texas.gov/events. That's gov.texas.gov/events. Now, on to the news. We start the show today with news coming out of the Tom Green County Jail. At around 1 o'clock this afternoon, 31-year-old Moby Lewis was booked into the jail on a murder charge. As of now, all we know is that Lewis was wanted out of Howard County. We have reached out to the folks in Big Spring for details, so when we get that, we will share them with you. In other news today, a driver's wrong move totaled a car near downtown. At around 1:30, San Angelo police were called to a crash at Abe and Beauregard. The crash involved a Chrysler 300 and a Dodge Ram. Police confirmed with our reporters that the crash happened after the truck left the shell and then attempted to turn left into the alley behind Eskimo Hut from the second furthest lane. No one was hurt, but man, that Chrysler sure got messed up. Speaking of cars, I suggest both of those drivers go to the Visitor Center tomorrow for the EV tour coming through town. This convoy of electric vehicles includes an electric bus, an electric Hummer, and so many more EVs. The convoy will be in town at 10:30 in the morning, so make sure you go out and see all those. Moving into weather, today is a beautiful day in the Concho Valley. Currently, temperatures are close to that 90-degree mark, but we may not exactly hit that today. Moving into tomorrow will be a tick hotter, but the good news is there's a 20% chance of thunderstorms in our area for tomorrow night. How's the rest of the week look, though? Well, clear skies and sunny, but who knows? Weather is always changing, so make sure you come back to the live daily news show every weekday for your weather update. And finally, the Central Bobcats have a bye week this week, but they are still working on getting better. In a second, we'll get to head coach Kevin Crane and Cover One analyst Ryan Chadwick, but first, a message from Jim Bass Nissan.
The Nissan Titan can get the job done by flexing its muscle, commanding attention, and tackling the big jobs head on. The fearless 2023 Nissan Titan full-size truck is the truck for you. Right now at Jim Bass, get a new Nissan Titan and get $10,000 off MSRP. At these savings, these trucks won't last long. Come see us today at Jim Bass Nissan, corner of Houston Hart and Arden Road, or shop 24/7 at bassbunch.com.
The Central Bobcats fell in their matchup with Abilene Wiley last Friday. The Cats now sit at 1-4 on the season, but at his weekly press conference, Bobcats head coach Kevin Crane was not discouraged. He credited Wiley's ability as a good football team and said that the Bobcats continue to improve every week. Let's take a look.
All right, Coach, obviously the result that we didn't want on Friday, but this young team continues to grow. Just give us your overall thoughts on the game against Wiley.
Well, I think, I think Wiley's a good football team to start with. I mean, they had some really good size, especially on their O-line, some good length on their D-line. They're going to be a good football team this season, so I think that's part of it. I thought we did some good things. Thought we showed some growth on defense at times. We thought did a better job tackling, and so that was encouraging. Didn't give up quite as many big plays this game, and so again, taking steps in the right direction. So that was good. Offensively, moved the ball pretty well. We just kind of sputtered a little bit in the red zone, which hurt us. The early turnover hurt us after a good opening drive, and so when the line is razor thin, you've got to execute those plays. You got to execute in the red zone, and so hopefully we can clean that up.
The Cats enter their off week in Week 6, but Coach Crane said that they are already using the extra time for the first district matchup against Midland High. Check it out.
Coach, headed into this open week, it's going to be a great chance for y'all to kind of consolidate all the experiences you've had so far, get healthy across the board. Is there anything specific that you plan on working on with your team during this off week?
Yeah, Midland High's offense is a flex bone offense, which presents a unique challenge. So, we're gonna spend the whole week, preparing for Midland High, and so we started this morning and had a good practice. With the exception, we had some lightning that we couldn't go out for a while, but ended up being able to get out and got some good work in on a Monday morning. And so, we're just going to continue to do the things that we're doing. Trust the process, keep going, but. We certainly got to get ready for their offense. They're playing very well offensively, operating the flex bone, really well. Coach Fortune does a great job over there at Midland High, running that offense, and they've looked good. And so, we're working on that offense, and then from an offensive standpoint, we're trying to get ready for Midland High's defense. And so, we'll spend this week, and then next week is a short week for us, which we play on Thursday, have JV games on Wednesday, and so our open week, in my opinion, is coming at a good time, and so we're just going to continue to work towards Midland High.
The Central Bobcats are off this week, but return to action on Thursday, October 5th. Kickoff is scheduled for 7 p.m. And of course, for more sports around the Concho Valley and beyond, be sure to check in every day at sanangelolive.com/sports.
So gross.
Right now, get 15% off carpet cleaning from Carpet Tech.
3, 2, 1.
And welcome back to the show. Joining me today is LaQuita Shelburne with the Concho Valley Republican Women. LaQuita, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Had a little bit of a rough start a little while ago, but we're getting there. Y'all are meeting this week.
We are meeting on Thursday, again at 11:30 to 1 out at Bentwood. And this time we'll be hearing from Sandra Frankie with the San Angelo Pregnancy Help Center.
Okay. And do you know what she's going to be talking about?
Well, I think she's going to be talking about probably statistics and how we can get involved and help her. And, a lot of people might think that that's something that our club might not be interested in, but we are. We're here. We're pro-life by and large, pro-choice, whatever you want to call it. But we want to help these girls,
And that's actually the facility in San Angelo that provides help for young women who find themselves pregnant, and the Pregnancy Help Center is just down the street from us. So, let's see what else are we doing? What's in the news today?
Well, we're about. Of course, we took stuff to the border patrol, down to the border.
That's
patrol
right.
people. And now we're looking forward to going to the national conference up in Oklahoma City.
Okay.
And hopefully we'll get to go see Tulsi Gabbard and Peter Chang and some of those people that are pretty prominent in the news, and get a kind of a highlight from the overview of what's going on with the upcoming election. And then in the middle of October, the 11th through the 14th, there's 15 of us are credentialed delegates to go and vote. And we will be in Irving, Texas. And again, we'll be seeing some prominent people. I'm hearing that we may get to see Casey DeSantis.
Oh, well, that would be good. And this is the Texas Federation of Republican Women there in Irving.
Well, yeah, that will be in Irving, the Texas Federation of Republican Women. And then the national one this year happens to be a little closer to us, and it's going to be in Oklahoma City.
Oklahoma City. And of course, we do have an upcoming constitutional amendment election.
Exactly, and I think we'll learn more and more about that. There is probably going to be some controversial issues just because we have woman in our name. Mm-hmm. And so I think all those kinds of things will be things that could end up on the agenda. Hope not. I think it's obvious that we are women and that we are standing up for constitutional rights and things, but you never can tell,
Yeah.
Don't know what you'll face when you get there.
And of course, there the presidential election seems like it's always ongoing.
It is. It never stops. Doesn't seem to me like.
And I saw this week, I think and I forget which poll it was, but it said that Donald Trump was up 10 points in a head-to-head poll with President Biden.
Yes.
At this point, which was shocking to the mainstream media.
Yes, I'm sure it is shocking to them, but I think, the public is beginning to see some things that maybe are a little unnerving to them. And so, they have their right to vote for whomever they want. And so we'll just see how it all pans out. I think, you throw the border issues in there and some of the other issues in the schools and whatnot, and it's going to make for a very interesting year next year as we try to elect somebody that can kind of maybe hopefully pull us out. I think the debt's another thing that, we're all worried about.
The economy is struggling under this historic inflation. And we'll see how that shakes out in the coming months.
Absolutely. And I just think, every household in America is seeing what inflation does. It's been a long time since we really dealt with this. And now that it's here, there's a lot of people that weren't alive the last time it was this hard on us. And so now people are beginning to say, oh, wow, that's not a good thing. It's definitely not a good thing.
And it's not, it's not just gas prices and the cost of housing. It's utilities, it's groceries, it's everything that everyone buys.
That's right. Well, we don't have a big strawberry patch outside our rice field outside of San Angelo, so that stuff has to be trucked in. Mm-hmm. As diesel and gasoline and whatnot goes up, and we have a shortage of workers. And so when you can't get people to drive, and if they do drive, they're driving at a premium, and then you have, the cost of getting the goods and services here to San Angelo, it's a big dilemma. And I don't think people maybe in the bigger cities are quite as aware of it as we are out here, that we cannot get things as readily as they do.
Right. And that's why it's important who you elect to office.
Oh, it absolutely is.
And the approach to the economy and to border security and everything that goes on in the country.
A little scary right now. So many people coming across.
It really is.
I see them on the TV, and it's mind-boggling that those people have traveled so far to come to this country. And every once in a while, I just think, if we're such a very bad place why would you risk your life like that?
Just to
or the lives of your children. So obviously we're not as bad as some people perceive us to be, because they're dying to get here.
That's true. They are, and that is an issue that's got to be addressed seriously and soon.
Yes.
And we hope that happens.
We're not that far. We're not that far from
we
that
are
border.
not that far from the border at all.
A little scary.
Now, again, your meeting is at Bentwood this Thursday.
At 11:30, and I'd invite anybody that wants to come. And, of course, we have men that are associates to us, and we welcome that kind of coalition with the men in our lives and our friends. And I think next month we're going to have Drew and Charles Perry, and I'll be back to talk to you about that. So, we're trying to have some good programming, and then we'll have our big membership drive in November. So we'll talk about that all later.
Well, y'all are always busy and
we
always,
are busy all the
always
time.
working on making a better future. LaQuita, thank you for being here.
You're very welcome, and I'm so happy that you had me.
And we will go back to you guys in the studio.
Thank you.
When it comes to unique pieces you can't find anywhere else, Concho's Diamonds and Coins is your one-stop shop. With over 24 years in the diamond and coin industry, Concho's Diamonds and Coins is West Texas's choice for diamonds, jewelry, coins, silver, and gold. Owner Bill Concho stands by his work and offers free consultations, including estate jewelry. Don't just trust anyone with your valuables. Come see the staff at Concho's at 1016 West Beauregard in San Angelo. Thank you, LaQuita. Thank you, Yantis. Guys, make sure you stay up to date with all the Concho Valley Republican news through their Facebook and all of their social media sites. This is a live daily news show. We're here every weekday during the 4 o'clock hour. We're going to be giving you all the news plus an interesting interview to get you by. For everybody here at the team at San Angelo Live, I'm Matt Trammell. We will see you guys tomorrow.